Steve Brand here for the Bass College. I'm down here checking out some of the small ponds around the neighborhood here. Before it gets dark, I'm going to check on the mood of the fish. They've all been in transition in all the Delaware lakes and ponds, Maryland, Pennsylvania. People are reporting having a hard time catching a lot of the bass. So this is a real clear pond that I'm at now, so I can see the fish, and I can see 3s and 4s and 5s swimming around, so I can see how they react to the baits. So I'm going to be throwing this little finesse worm on a shaky head. I'm using the new Sunline FC fluorocarbon on this with a little 5-inch cut-tail worm, 7-pound test. This is the Genesis series, Genesis 2 iRod. This is a 7-foot medium heavy. It's called Fred's Power Finesse rod. And then I'm also going to be using the iRod Air series here in a medium heavy 7-foot. And I have on an Assassinator buzzbait for when it gets dark, and I'm throwing that on Sunline FX2 braid and 50-pound test. So we'll see what happens. I'll see you in a minute. I can see all the bass swimming down in front of me. There's a school up. All you have to do is just flip it in front of you. Big schools of bass, pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, just swimming around in the weed. Smaller one this time. There's just massive amounts of them swimming down in the weed. As soon as you drop that shaky head in, they just hit it right away. That Sunline fluorocarbon, nice though. Boy, they can't even see it. And real sensitive, strong line, good abrasion resistance on that Sunline. And this iRod Genesis rod, for the price you can't beat it. Really sensitive. Just one after another, small ones hitting on this Assassinator buzzbait, the Clacker Buzz 3/8 ounce. Just slamming that Assassinator buzzbait. Man, that Sunlight FX2 braid, it just works great for me. I know how to hesitate for a second, and boy, you can really set the hook on them. Okay, now we can deal with this. This is much better. Oh yes. Go. Assassinator buzzbait, Sunline FX2 braid, and iRod Air series 7-foot medium heavy. Nice bass. Look at that. That's a nice bass. Nice bass. All right, let's get this one back in. There we go, another small one. Just making repetitive casts over and over and over. Sometimes you make 10, 12 casts with that Assassinator, nothing hits it, and all of a sudden you'll see a big wake coming up by the shore. All right, I've got to get out of here. It's almost dark and the mosquitoes are pretty bad, but this is hot. Man, they're just smashing that buzzbait, and they were hitting that shaky head too earlier. So Steve Brand for the Bass College. I'll see you next time out on the Upper Bay, or maybe over at Knoxontown. That was pretty interesting. I'm driving back home now. I'll tell you, man, every other cast they hit that Assassinator buzzbait. Just smashing at it. Some would miss it, some would get it. They were a pound, pound and a half, and got so dark I couldn't film them all. I caught another one that was like 3.5 or 4 in the complete dark, and dragged him up the bank through the weeds, and he got off. And then a couple other big explosions. It's pitch black, so you can't really film, but just crazy how they were smashing that Assassinator buzzbait. So I'm going to go out after this storm goes by tonight and tomorrow morning, and hit some of the real lakes probably this weekend, and then run on up to the Upper Bay and see how the fish are hitting. But they're in real shallow water back in the back, so I think they're going to be in the backs of the creeks. That's the key. Get up in that real shallow water. Throw that chatterbait and the buzzbait and the swim jig. You're going to catch some. So we'll see you next time down in the water.
Brother, it's a long road from Amistad to Toho, Doesn't matter which way you go, the miles are all the same. But when you finally get there, and when you pull the cover off, then it's time to get a little bit lost out on the lake. Gonna back this boat into the water.